അക്കാഡമിയിലേക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി സ്വാഗതം. അതിന് തന്നെ റിക്വസ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ട്, നിങ്ങൾ ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് ഈ ചാനൽ കാണുന്നതെങ്കിലോ ഇതുവരെ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല എങ്കിലോ ഇന്ന് തന്നെ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യണം. കാരണം ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്ത് ബെൽ ബട്ടൺ ക്ലിക്ക് ചെയ്താൽ മാത്രമേ ഞാൻ ക്ലാസ്സുകൾ അപ്പോൾ തന്നെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് നോട്ടിഫിക്കേഷനിൽ ലഭ്യമാകുകയുള്ളൂ. ഇപ്പോൾ ഡിഗ്രി ലെവൽ കോമൺ പ്രിലിമിനറി എക്സാമിനേഷൻ 2022 അതിനകത്ത് ടോപ്പിക്കിൽ കമ്പ്യൂട്ടറിന്റെ സെലക്ടഡ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് ഇന്നത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തിയിട്ടുള്ളത്. കമ്പ്യൂട്ടർ എന്ന ടോപ്പിക്കിൽ നിന്നുള്ള സെലക്ടഡ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് ഇന്നത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തിയിട്ടുള്ളത്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ക്ലാസ്സിലേക്ക് കിടക്കാം. ആദ്യത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ നോക്കാം. The brain of any computer system is a CPU. The brain of any computer system is a CPU. അടുത്ത, an error in computer data is called bug. An error in computer data is called bug. അടുത്ത question. The equipment with which the computer talks to its users is called a dash. എന്താണ്? പെറിഫറൽ. The equipment with which the computer talks to its users is called a peripheral. Other question. The term gigabyte refers to 1024 megabytes. Other question. The CPU chip used in a computer is partially made out of silica. Other question. An integrated circuit is fabricated on a tiny silicon chip. Other question. The term MIPS refers to millions of instructions per second. Other question. The primary memory of a personal computer consists of both ROM and RAM. Other question. The working principles of today's computers were provided by an English mathematician. The working principles of today's computers were provided by an English mathematician, Charles Babbage. Other question. OS computer abbreviation usually means operating system. Other question. What is part of a database that holds only one type of information? What is a part of a database that holds only one type of information? Field. Other question. What is URL? The address of a document or page on the World Wide Web. The address of a document or a page on the World Wide Web. Other question. TXT extension refers usually to what kind of file? Text file. Other question. What is a web browser? A software program that allows you to access sites on the World Wide Web. Other question. What is the difference between the internet and intranet? One is public, the other is private. Other question. A JPG is a format for an image file. Other question. Another word for graphics for a word processor. Clip part. Other question. Google, www.google.com is a search engine. Other question. WWW stands for World Wide Web. Other question. Main circuit board in a computer is a motherboard. Other question. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider. Internet Service Provider. അടുത്ത question. A computer virus that actively attacks an antivirus program or programs in an effort to prevent detection is a retrovirus. Retrovirus. അടുത്ത question. To get a specific location in a document, we use bookmark. To go to a specific location in a document, we use bookmark. Question. Superscript, subscript, strike through are known as font effects. Font effects. Question. We can start MS Word by typing dash in the run dialog box winword.exe. Winword.exe. Other question. The options portrait and landscape comes under a dash. Page orientation. Page orientation. Other question. 9. The desktop database application that is part of MS Office suite. MS Access. MS Access. Other question. 9. The word processing application that comes with the MS Office. MS Word. MS Word. Other question. Gutter margin is used to add space to binding side. Add space to binding side. Other question. What is the intersection of a column and a row on a worksheet called cell? Cell. Other question. What type of chart is useful for comparing values over categories? What type of chart is useful for comparing values over categories? Column chart. Column chart. Other question. Functions in MS Excel must begin with the dash. Functions in MS Excel must begin with the an equal sign. An equal sign. Other question. In Excel, columns are labeled as dash. A, B, C, etc. A, B, C, etc. Other question. HTML is used to create. HTML is used to create a web page. Web page. Other question. The process of transferring files from a computer on the internet to your computer is called downloading. Downloading. Other question. Verification of a login name and password is known as verification of a login name and password is known as authentication. Authentication. Other question. Moving from one website to another is called browsing. Browsing. Other question. A computer on internet are identified by IP address. IP address. Other question. How can we bring my computer icon on the desktop if it is not there? From display properties. Other question. The process of erasing a disk is called formatting. Other question. How many scroll bars does a window have in general? 2. Other question. The shortcut that appears on the desktop is called icon. The shortcuts that appears on the desktop is called icon. Other question. A feature of MS Office that saves the document automatically after certain interval is called autosave. Other question. What is smallest unit of the information? A bit. Other question. How is the data stored on the diskette? Magnetism. Other question. What is the mean of the booting in the system? restarting computer. Restarting computer. Another question. What kind of language can computer understand? What kind of language can computer understand? Assembly language. Assembly language. Another question. What is the speed of computer measured in? What is the speed of computer measured in? Gigahertz. Gigahertz. Another question. What is the full form of USB? What is the full form of USB? Universal Serial Bus. Another question. A hard disk drive can be directly connected to a PC via a dash HCI interface. HCI interface. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്നത്തെ ക്ലാസ് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഇഷ്ടമായി എന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. ക്ലാസ് ഇഷ്ടമായി ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യണം, ഷെയർ ചെയ്യണം, സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യണം. പരമാവധി എല്ലാവരിലേക്ക് എത്തിച്ചു കൊടുക്കും. ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി എന്നോട് നിർത്തരാൻ നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.